Hey there, art lovers. Welcome back to our channel where we explore the fascinating world of fine art. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the top 10 most expensive paintings that have been sold over the years, and we'll be diving deep into what makes them so special and valuable. The prices for these works of art are jaw-dropping. To own one of these fine pieces of art, you have to be in at least the top 1% of people, because honestly, even the first art piece's price on this list is crazy high. So get ready to be amazed, as we take a closer look at these rare and extraordinary pieces of art. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss a video. And if you love art as much as we do, give this video a big thumbs up. Alright, let's get started. Number 10. The first one on the list is the masterpiece by Roy Lichtenstein, which was sold for $165 million in 2017. Roy Lichtenstein was an American artist born on October 27, 1923, in New York City. He grew up in a middle-class family and showed an early interest in art, studying at the Art Students League in New York and later at Ohio State University. Lichtenstein's early works were heavily influenced by the style of Expressionism, but he soon began to experiment with the use of popular culture imagery in his art. In doing so, he created a famous artwork called Masterpiece. The painting is based on an image from a comic book called Mickey Mouse Outwits the Phantom Blot, and it features a cartoon-like depiction of a hand holding a paintbrush. The painting is rendered with bold lines and primary colors, which are characteristic of Lichtenstein's style. Number 9. Next up on our list is quite an unusual painting. The New Couche by Amedeo Modigliani is an iconic art piece that was sold for $170 million in 2015. Amedeo Modigliani was an Italian painter and sculptor born in Livorno, Italy on July 12, 1884. He was the fourth child of a Sephardic Jewish family who had settled in Italy. Modigliani showed an early interest in art and began to study at a young age, and eventually had discovered a talent to which he created this fine iconic artwork. The work features a reclining female nude, rendered in Modigliani's signature style, which is characterized by elongated forms and simplified features. The woman's body is depicted with graceful curves and a sense of serenity, while her face is stylized with almond-shaped eyes and a long, slender nose. The painting caused controversy when it was first exhibited due to its overtly erotic nature, and it was even removed from a show in Paris in 1917. Number 8. The Les Femmes d'Alger version O by Pablo Picasso is also an unusual nude painting that was sold for $179 million in 2015 at the Christie's in New York. Pablo Picasso was a Spanish painter, sculptor, and printmaker widely regarded as one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. Pablo Picasso was born in Spain in 1881, and was raised there before going on to spend most of his adult life working as an artist in France. He moved to Barcelona to study art when he was a teenager and later moved to Paris, where he spent most of his life becoming a worldwide figure or incredible and iconic art pieces. Created in 1955, the painting is part of a series of 15 works inspired by Eugene Delacroix's 1834 painting, The Women of Algiers in Their Apartment. Picasso's version of the painting is characterized by his signature style of cubism, in which he fractures the female form into geometric shapes and angular lines. The painting is a vibrant and colorful depiction of a harem of women, with intricate patterns and shapes filling the background. Number 7. At number 7 we have the pendant portraits of Maarten Soelmans and Open Kapit by Rembrandt van Rijn, which was sold for $180 million in 2015. Rembrandt van Rijn was a Dutch painter and etcher who is considered one of the greatest artists in European art history. He was born on July 15, 1606, in Leiden, Netherlands, and lived and worked there for most of his life. This was until he discovered his great passion for and began creating iconic art pieces such as this beautiful one. The pendant portraits of Maarten Soelmans and Open Kapit are a pair of full-length portraits painted by Dutch artist Rembrandt van Rijn in 1634. The two paintings depict a newlywed couple of Amsterdam's elite society and are considered to be some of Rembrandt's finest works. The two portraits were jointly acquired by the Louvre Museum in Paris and the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam in 2015 for a record-breaking price of €160 million, making them the most expensive Dutch paintings ever sold. The portraits were commissioned to celebrate the couple's marriage and reflect their wealth and social status. Number 6. The Number 6 by Mark Rothko is a simplistic piece of art made out of only 3 colors, however, was sold for $186 million in 2014. Mark Rothko was an American painter of Latvian Jewish descent, born on September 25, 1903, in Dvinsk, a city in the Russian Empire. Rothko emigrated with his family to the United States in 1913, settling in Portland, Oregon. He attended Yale University for 2 years before dropping out to pursue his passion for art. The number 6 is one of his many art pieces. At first glance, number 6 appears to be a simple composition of 3 blocks of color, violet, green, and red, with the edges of each block blending into the next. However, upon closer inspection, the painting reveals a complex interplay of shades, tones, and textures. Rothko's use of color is especially notable, with each carefully chosen to create a particular mood or atmosphere. Number 5. Next on the list is the number 17A by Jackson Pollock. This incredibly iconic art piece was sold for $200 million in 2015. Jackson Pollock was an American artist known for his unique style of abstract expressionism. He was born in Cody, Wyoming, United States. The number 17A is known for its bold and vibrant colors that capture the spirit of abstract expressionism. This painting, completed in 1948, features Pollock's signature style of dripped and poured paint, which he used to create a dynamic composition with layers that convey movement and energy. The painting features a range of hues, from deep blues and reds to bright yellows and greens, which are layered and intertwined to create a dynamic and complex surface. Number 17A is one of Pollock's most celebrated works, and is considered a masterpiece of abstract expressionism. It is housed in the collection of the Museum of Modern Art in New York City, where it is admired by art lovers from around the world. Number 4. The Nafia Faa Ipoipo by Paul Gauguin is an exotic art piece that was sold for $229 million in 2015. Paul Gauguin was a French post-impressionist artist who was born on June 7, 1848, in Paris, France. Nafia Faa Ipoipo, which means, "When will you marry?" in Tahitian, is a painting by French artist Paul Gauguin. Completed in 1892, the painting is known for its vibrant colors, flat forms, and distinctive style, which combines elements of post-impressionism and primitivism. The painting features 2 young Tahitian women, one standing and one sitting, both dressed in traditional clothing and surrounded by lush vegetation. In 2015, it was sold to a Qatari collector for a record-breaking $300 million, making it one of the most expensive paintings ever sold. The painting captures Gauguin's fascination with Tahitian culture and desire to escape European society, conveying the exoticism and sensuality of Tahitian life, while critiquing rigid moral codes and social norms. Number 3. The third most expensive art to ever be sold is The Card Players by Paul Cézanne, which was valued at $250 million in 2011. Paul Cézanne was a French artist who was born on January 19, 1839, in Aix-en-Provence, France. Cézanne began his artistic career as a student at the Académie Suisse in Paris. He was deeply influenced by the work of the Impressionists, but he sought to move on to his own style. Such as, The Card Players is a series of oil paintings by the French artist Paul Cézanne, which he created between 1890 and 1895. The paintings depict peasants in Provence, France, engaged in a game of cards, and are widely regarded as some of the artist's most iconic and influential works. Paul Cézanne painted a series of famous paintings in the 1890s that depicted variations on one central theme. These artworks show different versions of men sitting at a table playing cards. Number 2. The Interchange is a conceptual art piece by Willem de Kooning that was sold for $300 million in 2015. The Interchange is an abstract expressionist painting by Willem de Kooning which was painted in 1955, and is considered one of his most important works. Willem de Kooning was a Dutch-American artist who was born on April 24, 1904, in Rotterdam, Netherlands. He is best known for his contributions to the abstract expressionist movement in the mid-20th century. The title of the painting, Interchange, suggests a sense of exchange or communication between the different elements of the painting. Abstract expressionist painters sought to express their emotions and ideas through abstract forms and the physical act of painting itself. The Interchange is considered a masterpiece of this style, and has been exhibited in major museums around the world. In 2015, Kenneth C. Griffin bought the famous oil painting from the David Geffen Foundation for his private collection. Number 1. And in number 1, The most expensive painting ever sold even to today's date is the famous Salvator Mundi by the famous Leonardo da Vinci, which was sold for a whopping $450 million in 2017. Salvator Mundi is a painting by the Italian artist Leonardo da Vinci, who is widely regarded as one of the most talented and influential artists of the Italian Renaissance. Born in 1452 in the town of Vinci, near Florence, da Vinci showed an early talent for painting, and trained as an apprentice in the workshop of the Florentine artist Andrea del Verrocchio. Over the course of his career, he created some of the most iconic works of art in Western history, including the Mona Lisa, The Last Supper, and Vitruvian Man. The painting depicts Jesus Christ in a Renaissance dress, holding a crystal orb in his left hand, and making a gesture of blessing with his right hand. The painting also demonstrates Leonardo's mastery of light and shadow, as well as his ability to create a sense of depth and space on a two-dimensional surface. Thank you for watching this video on the top 10 most expensive paintings ever sold. We hope you enjoyed watching this video and gave you more insight on expensive paintings. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, like this video if you enjoyed it, and ring that notifications bell to stay tuned for more amazing content like this.